Hey, look, Seth showed up.
I don't know what friends. It's 8 o'clock. I'm on the show.
8:01.
Man, no, I was
1 minute late.
Or actually, I was just the day runs longer. What's up, Mike?
I'm fixing everything.
You should have had that done.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it takes a second. I gotta wait for the show to load up before I can even hit banners.
Those won't work either. It's okay.
Oh, big head over here, Blaze.
Listen, I've got to. Let's talk about this one right here.
Oh.
I carry a whole show by myself. I don't listen to what these guys have to say anymore.
Won't be the first time, won't be the last.
You'll be all right. You'll be fine.
Blaze was almost earlier than Seth on the show. And he's just commenting.
Speaking of show, this would have been a great discussion if you guys would have been in the studio before the show started. I would have loved to talk to you about this.
I was.
Dad wants to do a live for Cherokee. And so I told him, I was like, dude, just get with Corey. Let's get him on the StreamYard, because right now they're all talking about going down to Cherokee and meeting. And I'm like, that's going to get old real fast, dude.
If I had to drive to Shadyside every Monday night to do this show, we wouldn't be doing a show. Or at least I wouldn't be on it.
I'm doing great, actually. I'm doing great. I got a lot of work done today. I just made something for dinner that we used to call the halakahiki burger. It's a burger with grilled onions, teriyaki sauce, and grilled pineapple. Yeah.
Sorry. Trying to eat stuff off.
Oh, go ahead.
I said, sorry. My dog was trying to eat stuff off the counter. I had to go move it. He's a big boy.
Waylon?
Yes.
I do have one good thing. I've got the Willie of the week, at least. There's only one. There's only one that had the chance of getting it. Emery. It's been
I was back staging when this happened.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to re-bring it in because I think the whole thing's froze up, actually. Or I'm froze up.
You're froze.
All right, hold on. I'm going to have to read. I'm going to have to back out and come back in. Give me 1 second. Which that's really odd that I'm froze. Because I'm actually hardwired in.
That photo of Corey right there, that's how he looks most days at the racetrack.
Yeah.
It's like half cocked.
That's how he plans his races, too. He just throws a dart at the calendar.
It's going to be okay.
This is just good. Bam.
No, man. Micah Monteleone in the house. The truck war champion, holding it down.
That is, I would say, Sammy's new daddy, but I think he's Sammy's stepdad. Jason Black's been Sammy's daddy a lot more than Micah has, so Micah is Sammy's new stepdaddy. He come down the days and
flip that light on. You know what? I might flip that light on and get a beer to lighten my mood.
Really?
I'm a little. It's mad bags. Uh-oh, Corey's texting me.
Oh, I bet he's like, I'm out. Look, he tried to leave you again.
Stupid. Look, the whole laptop went stupid. Well, while Corey's not in here, let me tell you guys some things. Cash days happened over the weekend, and there was some phenomenal racing. The car count was less than expected, to say the least. 3,000 a win, free entry on small tire. I think we've seen 15 cars enter in it, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
But if I'm just being honest here, not taking a jab, anybody would admit it. There were a few cars that were entering it to get an extra pass or something. So a little shock there. But more shocking was the 530 division. I expected there to be around 16 to 20 cars in the 530 division. And I didn't see that. That was pretty surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised on the 530 deal, especially for our no preps being like not really no prep. You know, I mean, Ryan Tolley come out there, the first person down the track on Friday after we scraped, and Paul and Gedden come through on Thursday and Friday, and it's still going on down here. But it's like they about flipped it over backwards. It's like, and and I think that's what hurts the small car count down there is like the front half of our track, our no prep is just so fast. A lot of guys get out chassied. So it's it's not really no prep. It's a really fast, front side no prep race. So
Yeah. Good Lord, I'm missing comments left and right. Ed Pierce, what's up, buddy? Big dog comes out of retirement.
Am I working now?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Good, you're good. We were just talking about cash days a little bit and how we were actually shocked about some of the car count. Like, that race is kind of early in the season. It's pretty simple, pretty smooth. It never, if you don't mind, turn that light on for me, please. Yes, Mike Longdon called me out. But it was really surprising to see it. Like I said, still great racing. I mean, awesome passes happening every round, even in what do we have? 11 and 10, 630 and 530 cars.
10 and 11.
10 and 11 and small tire scene 15. But I was telling them, I said, no, it's just being honest. That seen some guys that were just snagging an extra entry. And it was surprising. It really was.
Not to mention, Outlaw 530 still paid $2,000 to win. Like, that was good money to go 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to highlight this comment. Those two need all the help they can get on a dozer.
Well, Kenny Terry's down there right now pecking away. So we're trying. But we'll take it. If you come down, we ain't going to stop you from getting on one.
Boy.
Let me try this again and see if I can crash my laptop out again. That was weird. Like, this laptop's had 0 issues. And then it was just like, it wasn't feeling it.
Corey, every week there's an issue.
I'm blaming it on StreamYard, so.
Do you understand that? Every week you've got an issue.
Okay, now we're good. There we go.
It doesn't look good.
It'll be all right. Yeah, this was the wheel stand of the week, so. And this is the very first pass on no prep. Let me rewind. It had a little freeze to it right there. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's my internet tonight.
Like a double screen.
Yeah, that's what mine's showing. Mine's showing like a double screen deal.
I think it's my internet, honestly. It's kind of been choppy all day.
That's that West Virginia internet.
Yeah, I don't think they really have internet up there yet, to be honest.
Corey's cousin's probably on like a bicycle that pedals to keep the internet station going.
Big ass hamster turning a wheel.
Yeah.
Dude, that's weird. Like, it's not wanting to go. It's pretty middle of the mall. I ain't gonna lie right now. I'm a tad disappointed. So, but no, I was pretty, like, the racing this past weekend was great. There was, I know, I'm reading it all, just shaking my head.
He can't stop.
But like I said, racing was great this weekend. A lot of side-by-side races, a lot of good races. Man comes out and wins Outlaw 530, his first entered race ever. And it wasn't like he had no pushovers. He had a stout field to go through. So
yeah.
Ryan Tolley, I told Ryan, I said, "Love you to death, man, but in that finals, you drove 800 foot before you crossed the finish line."
I want to take a second to talk about our boy Danny Porter, and he comes down on Thursday and sends the car flying, and I mean, he made a heck of a pass, and he made good passes all weekend, and he knocked the tires off the last two passes he made at Cash Days, and I really wonder if like he let it get in his head, like I gotta go, I gotta get Ryan, you know, like to where he had such a good run that, you know, maybe on paper, who knows what would have happened, can't spill the beans, but like leaving it alone would have put him in a running.
I just want to thank Danny for taking out that other squirrel that was on our power lines.
Dude.
I finally I've watched Rye's video 3 times now, and I'm just like, that's insane,
man. That, you know, he went so fast he blew the doors off the thing. What do you do?
Did it come out? Rye was videoing. He was like, "Okay, we're here," you know, and then it made a noise. It went poof. When it come off the car, it went poof, and then it shot way up in there above the power lines into the trees. I was like, "Oh man, it's not coming out of the trees," but luckily it fell.
Josh Turner did have the fastest reaction time on Thursday for the $100 that Sammy put up from us for me. How does that work? But no,
Sammy put it up for you. That's some shit I do.
Yeah. No, really, he did. He didn't turn the time slip in, so he missed that. Also, can't believe that you know, Grand Old Opry singer Josh Turner's in the house with us racing Lil Gangstas.
I know.
John Sears is in the house. We bringing him in?
Yeah. Let me click it. John's got to move like a foot back, and he's good.
Big dog.
How about move the computer?
He's got the headset
How's
on.
that? I got the big head taking up most of the screen.
John's over here waiting to call somebody about their extended car warranty. What is that headset on?
Dude, that's my second job. I got to do something. Tech doesn't pay shit.
Hello?
Yeah, exactly.
Name's Brian.
Oh my God. My name is Punjab, and I am here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
I have all
in my
files
there
at
we
least
go.
in line.
So how was last weekend, boys?
Good. Warm.
If we have to have points this weekend, or can I use my 5-point that's still in date? And they hit up questions quick, didn't they? Who's is my friend? Yes, you can run your 5-point harness this weekend.
Dude, there are so many people that
There we
just
go.
But
Thank God that it's going to be great weather. We've got some killer classes coming. The buzz is pretty high right now, man. I know I've been pushing pretty hard to get folks interested and doing things, and you know, with all our efforts on the backside, I really think it's going to be good. We had a good outing last week with our car down in Florida, and I wish I had an opportunity to bring it up to Shadyside for Carolina Gold, but it's not to be at this time. But I really think we do well. Car and printing tickets, man.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Dude, I mean, that's 5:30. Lil Gangstas racing is, dude. It's a complete takeover right now of the whole racing world.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is eclipsing. If you guys remember X275 back in the day, man, they were racing X at 3 or 4 different locations every weekend somewhere in the country, just like Outlaw 10.5 before that, and you know, Outlaw Radio before that. I mean, it was just everywhere. And it's just, it's good to see all these cars that hadn't been out in quite some time coming back out to race. And people actually enjoying it. They're not beating the crap out of their equipment and tearing stuff up. Mm-hmm. It's really good to see. Although I have seen, which is just shocking to me, people knocking the tire off. If you're on a Pro 275 tire, or a Hoosier drag radio or a slick or whatever, with the prep that you're getting out there these days, and you're running a little gangster car going 120 to 130 60-foot times, why are you knocking the tire off? Somebody answer that question for me. I'm being kind right now. I'm being kind.
It's year 7 on the Pro Bracket Radials.
I'm out here on dude, we went down a tire size. We went to a 28x9 drag bracket radial from Hoosier. That's like they're one of their newest deals, right? And I'm like, shit, I don't even know where to start with the air pressure, So I went up from what we run, like a Mickey Pro Bracket. And I'm almost, a pound and a half, 2 pounds more than what we were with the Mickey on a smaller tire, and the car has yet to knock it loose. It just goes every time. I'm going out 3 numbers, on the 60-foot, looking at it going, man, the numbers haven't changed from pass to pass to pass. So guys, please explain to me how you are knocking the tires off in Little Gangsters. Somebody explain it to me.
Well, I can explain it.
You get what you get.
You get what you get.
You get what you get. I saw that stuff. Boy, how much hate mail did you get after that?
Well, you would have thought I called their mama fat, dude.
Well, the funniest story about that is when we actually he said it live on the show. It didn't really take effect, but he has this asshole for a producer on this show that cut the clip and made sure it was up the next day.
I saw that too. You were in another state when you did that, weren't you?
I was at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Where I'm at right now.
Out of arm's reach.
But I can also say that's one of the most viewed clips ever on this, probably on the Shadyside Dragway page.
Yeah,
I bet.
Probably.
That was a wild time, but man, we're excited to get into this. I was actually just talking about, we only had 10 or 11 530 cars. Corey, which one was it?
We were 10 this past weekend.
10 530 cars at the Carolina Cash Days. Now, some of that could be that it's a no prep event. Some of that could be that people are saving their car for this weekend. Yeah. I know a few people didn't have motors and stuff together. They were actually there. There was 3 530 cars there Sunday testing with us after the event.
Testing.
Yeah. And I know at least 2 of them were like, man, I wasn't ready,
Dude, if Poland and Jimmy Dale somehow pull it out here at Carolina Gold this weekend, somehow, some way, we got to have a mariachi band at the ready. I don't know if you saw the latest clip of them knuckleheads in the winter circle.
Call Poppy up at L-Lock. He knows one. I guarantee it.
Oh, I'm sure.
That was good stuff. That was good stuff.
Well, I noticed when I was pulling out Sunday to head back home, I was like, that's a small tire car coming in. There's another small tire car. I was like, oh, they're coming to test.
Yes, they are.
Well, a lot of them were.
So let's talk about testing. Testing, we're going to give them time slips on Thursday and Friday.
Right.
Are we going to give them a time slip at all come Friday? And let's talk about how we're going to structure this this Little Gangsters class here starting Friday night How are we going to kick that off? A shakedown run? Are we going to go ahead and go right into eliminations? Let's talk about that some.
Let me pull the schedule up because we're going to give them a shakedown on Friday. I've just told everybody that depending on the car count, it might just be one shakedown on Friday evening.
Right. Yep.
So, because I've had people messaging me asking and stuff too, and we had some asking this past weekend, and I said it just depends on the car count, honestly, guys. Right. That's why we are pushing the Thursday, which you can test Thursday 12 to 5, then 6 to 10's normal testing tune.
Yep.
Then you can test again Friday 12 to 5 if you need as much testing as your heart desires. Zach has been practicing. He done put a fresh memory foam cushion on the tractor.
Ooh, I like the way that sounds.
I got some blue coming. Travis Smith's got
some laps on it.
So fun.
But
Seth, it's not going to be you get what you get if you got that foam cushion there. You're going to be out there for a while prepping, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's where it got lost in translation was the get what you get is like, listen, we're going to give you 110% of what we can accomplish. But, when it rains 40 days and 40 nights and it's hotter than hell outside, maybe you get what you get, like maybe that's just it. Maybe that's all anybody can do. And instead of a track having to get online and just mutilate theirself and go, I'm so sorry, I couldn't do it, guys. Like maybe we just get what we get. Like, maybe you have to turn it on. I can't imagine Mincer put all those knobs on there for you to not turn them.
I'm just going to tell everybody, what was it? The bracket race last weekend and the no prep this weekend, which we dubbed as the You Get What You Get Nationals. The surface these past 2 weekends has been better than some radial races I've been to.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm just...
Yep.
Those guys better be tied down or they're going to end up like Emery. They're going to be going to the moon.
Dude, the weather looks great, man. That's what makes my job easy. It's like if you get nice weather, 65, 70 degree day with sunshine, it's like, dude, you can't do no wrong. Sometimes
approaching the prep game anymore is just like I would say in the dating world is you set the bar low, and that way when it's up here, it's like, oh, wow, we're working with one.
And just so everybody knows, this testing.
So what you're saying is right. So testing is for everyone for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is she needs to be a high 5, low 6, but with makeup on, maybe she could be a 7 or an 8. Seth, is that what we're saying?
That's one way to look at it. I was talking about just from my perspective, is I set the bar low, and then I come in stronger, and it's like, dang, this ain't so bad.
Right. There you go. Make the surface as good as you can get it and let it be. Guys need to learn how to tune to the surface. That's a Seth disciple right there. That is a Seth disciple. You get what you get. Do we need to have Salvato make T-shirts that say that?
I've told him he needs shirts.
Yeah, everybody's on me about making some shirts. So we're going to get there.
You get what you get.
You get what you get.
I think that'll be pretty good.
My little girl runs in here now and she'll go, you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit.
It's good. So we've got some 275/28 stuff going on too, man. I think that's going to wind up we always have some really good cars showing up for that one there. I know there's several guys in the area there that come out and support on the regular. So hopefully we'll see some killers over there. Who's the hot guy in Street Racer 630 right now? Who's the man to beat?
So we've got a thing going. If you won 630 this past weekend and you can double up at Carolina Gold, we cover your whole weekend gate fee and everything for Strangers During Ronnie Buff Memorial. And Josh Bussell right now, he won this past weekend. He's in contention for it.
Nice.
All motor, stick shift, Fox body Mustang on 26s.
That sounds like Tory Brown.
And he launches that thing at every bit of 9,000, 10,000 RPM, it sounds like.
Oh,
That's cool.
perfect.
Yeah.
Full street car, interior, everything.
Called the 4-lug Thug.
I love it.
That's
yeah, it's
cool.
going to be a good deal. Good deal. We have Super Pro and we have Pro as well.
Yep.
How have our turnouts been this year? I know the weather was a little goofy for a while there, but are we building some momentum over there?
I think so, man. What did we have, Zach? 48 Super Pros and 37, 36.
36 or 37 in Pro, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been supporting me really good lately. I'd like to see a few more, if we're going to continue the 3,000 payout, I'd like to see a few more Super Pro. But I mean, at 47, 48, that's still great. I don't want to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's like, that's 3,000's a pretty hefty to win. Pro is sitting about where it needs to be at that 37 mark. But like I said, we've just had good support in those. Like our bracket program's been growing every year. And I was pretty pleased with our first points race. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Good deal.
I'm telling you,
deal.
man.
How's the? Go ahead.
If we have a normal day for Pro and Super Pro, and Lil Gangstas pulls off what it's going to pull off, it is going to be between those three classes. It's going to be a packed house.
Yeah, we're going to be busy. We're going to be busy. It's going to be great. I know when Matt was down in Florida, he was pumping up the race. It was and I've messaged Tommy Hoskinson on the backside because I know he's traveling north back to Ohio, and I was like, man, you did pretty good down there at the 3-race series and Christmas tree race, and now you've run Troy Jr.'s race down there. I'm like, you might as well hit Carolina Gold on the way back, but I think they've maintenance to do on the car, and they needed to get back. But it would be pretty cool to see the Falcon there.
They should be there.
What is this?
Be fun.
Oh, absolutely, and we should have Bill in 630 Street Racer with the Malibu.
Really.
That would be pretty slick, right? That card run the number all day.
Man,
I mean, you saw the numbers. He was printing tickets over there at Sick Week before the car broke.
Street Racer is just really shaping up good. At my big foot brake race that I have at the beginning of the year, I had several people asking, what do I got to do to get in the 630 class? And I'm like, you put small tires on. And they're like, really? Yeah. All you got to do is put small tires on. You fit the bill. And I'm telling you, at least 20 guys ask. And these are foot brake racers. And so that's got some eyes on it. I'm curious to see Coy put 28s on right there. That 57 will look great out there. That's it.
Coy, the rules are the same as Lil Gangstas. 28 275. No wheelie bars. No. You can zero out your delay box, but you're not allowed to use it. Throttle stops, anything like that, any enhancement stuff like that, and that's pretty much it in the nutshell.
Yep, steel roof and quarters, or anything goes.
As long as it's a door car.
Beautiful. Or truck. Don't forget the trucks.
Sammy will not let you forget the trucks. Trust me. That's why Sammy posted up. He's bringing 2 blower cars and then he's got a 530 car, and then he's got a 630 truck, and somehow Sammy will come up with another car that we hadn't seen yet.
Nice. That'll be good. And the fact that we've got the top 8 from Little Gangsters going on to the Invitational at the Ronnie Buff Memorial for King of the South, dude. That's big stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys being invited to that race, that's big stuff. And if we get 8 guys that are going, are we going to have any alternates should those guys decide not to go?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Oh, we've got plenty of people knocking on that door. Trust me. And we've already got one. We've got 63 more spots to fill. The first invitation has been won already. Mark Claypool in that beautiful yellow Cuda.
Right.
He got it at Rockingham a couple weekends ago, and if he shows up this weekend, that boy's gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah.
He was
there's some really good guys out there, man, running in the class. And track awareness is everything. Along with cutting a light and making sure the cars are on the number or just under.
Yeah,
everybody loves to hold a little.
And it's like we were talking. The cool thing this past weekend in that class, Josh Turner, first weekend ever running it, first time he's entered a class of competition. Also, did not double. Funny thing, he was the only person that in that class that didn't double enter in the small tire. He literally came off the trailer and went to work.
Sure did.
Really?
Yeah, made it to.
That's pretty good. That's tough, dude.
The hell on the tree, knocking them off on the tree all afternoon, and just that car runs good. It was solid down the track, straight as an arrow. He didn't have any issues. Just he was dialed in for it.
He's been putting in work. He comes down to Thursday testing tunes. He's been putting in work on that car, trying to get it to where it is now. He's got him something to work with for sure.
Right back.
Oh, Corey's Jets. Anyway.
Yeah, he did. He had to dip. He had to run out. So, dudes, we got anything new at the concession stand going on? Any new offerings?
No, we keep it the same, man. The bologna burger. Have you ever had a bologna burger?
You are lying. We got all those brand new dirty sodas and everything up at Sandy's trailer.
Well, that's a whole different thing in the concession. Yeah, Sandy's trailer does have. We do have the dirty sodas in the house now, thanks to Sandy.
Well, it was in the concession the first week.
Yeah, the very first week at the foot brake race. But no, Sandy's got. Have you ever had the dirty sodas, John?
No, I've not had the dirty sodas.
She takes these sodas and she gooses them up with all kinds of different flavoring and creamers and purees and stuff, and it's good. It's really something. It doesn't sound like something you'd like, but good God, they're addictive too.
Oh, we're gonna have to get over there and check it out, man.
Big Block Kettle Corn's going to be in the house too.
Oh, I didn't know he was coming.
What about Pickle Man?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he'll be there. Yeah,
he'll be there.
There we go. Okay, can't go to this event without getting pickles,
Yeah, Jamie Deal.
It's got to get their fix. And then, what else was I thinking about over there? Oh yeah, Poland posted up $49 for a lame-looking burger, some fries, and a lemonade. I think Texas 2K. So.
That was that Texas tax right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we will.
So what happens when you hang out with people that drive Lamborghinis and
I was going to say
cars, they can afford that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't blame them for charging it. As much old downs as come out of them Lamborghinis and stuff. I don't blame them for charging it for track cleanup. Good Lord, they tore some stuff up down there. It's a cool race.
Yeah, they did.
It's cool.
You see when they're coming on boost, all of them are like almost tuned identical, right? So when the boost starts to hit, roll racing, and it just,
yeah,
and it just shows you how good the drag guys are. They've got the better tire and chassis setup and all that other stuff. Because you saw what White Rice and Brett LaSalle did with Snot Rocket this weekend. Phenomenal passes, And then
I did have somebody message me and ask, I wonder if white rice is an X275 trim. I said, oh no.
Oh, no.
John would reach through the screen
no.
and choke them if they were.
Oh no. There's no way. I get so many messages on the backside. What turbo's he running? And how much does he weigh? And I'm like, he weighs less than he does an X275, and he went from an 80 millimeter turbo to a 110 millimeter turbo. Yeah.
That's a little bit more boost.
That's all the boost. That thing's only 192 cubic inches too. Just phenomenal what they're capable of doing with that thing.
I love it, personally. I love it. I love the difference.
Oh, me too. Dude, the mile an hour, what, 230, 240 something miles an hour?
Mm-hmm.
So impressive out of those two cars.
I will say this. I love how fast everything's kind of going now, but there's still that part of me that wishes we were going back and fussing about Eric McMillan's holes in his turbo and we're going 495s.
Oh, man. Those days right there, that was crazy. I think he went like 460 something at 155 miles an hour way back, and you would have thought the world was getting ready to end. I was like, man, my phone is blowing up, my email is blowing up, my messenger is blowing up. I'm like, golly, people, give it a rest.
If y'all weren't around in the OG Yellow Bullet days and remember the hater holes conversations, you missed some good times.
Well, they were good for some people. Me, on the other hand, I look like I'm 60 and I'm only 35.
If anybody,
those things age me rapidly.
If you remember the days of Dale Handy riding wheel stands 400 or 500 foot and X275, you remember some of the best stuff ever.
Oh yeah, it's good times. Good times, man. All our in pit interviews that we would do on video and all that stuff. It was a good time. I think we were a little ahead of the curve there with the whole YouTube and videos and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody can see it, but I'm actually wearing the OG shirt tonight, the first gold Carolina Nitrous National shirt.
Nice. I think I'm going to dig in one of the drawers and I'm going to find the first shirt, the first Nitrous Shootout shirt. I think I still have that.
I still got it.
Yep. The one with, like, I think the crosshairs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
I think I have that. I may have to sport that on Thursday or Friday before I get into my Carolina Gold gear.
Yeah, I've probably wore those shirts. I don't have some of them. I've wore them out. They had holes in them.
There's nothing wrong with that. We got some more gold medallions for our winners and runners up in each one of the classes too. So we're bringing those back with the spinning $ on your gold medallion and gold chain.
Dude, I think last week we had the custom plaques for cash days. This week you got that. I think racers want the money is great. Don't get me wrong, but that's the bragging rights, and there's only one place you can get that is at this race. You can only get the spinning gold medallion showing you win. I mean, I think that's cooler than, like I said, money's good, but I like that part of this too. Like I got the big gold chain that's coming back out this weekend. So.
Yep. That's the way to do it, man. We all gotta show those items off and stuff. And Seth, you've been getting some stuff from Amazon that we ordered to cover all that stuff, right?
Yeah. I got a box.
You getting a couple more boxes?
I got one the day you messaged me, and I haven't been checked since. So there may be a couple more on the porch at this point.
Right. Good deal.
You'll probably have a few more coming from me too. So.
It's good stuff.
But I think it's going to be a great weekend. I know what'd you say, Seth? We had a pretty good amount signed up for testing on both Thursday and Friday. But if there's anybody out there that still wants to reach out for testing, they still can. So
I've had a few people call me in the last day or so asking, like, if they show up during, like, they don't know that they're going to for sure be there, so they don't want to sign up. But if they show up, can they test? I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I don't see a world where we run out of time for us to test on from 12 to 5, unless you show up late and you get there at 4 o'clock, that might be an issue. If you're there ready to go at 12, I don't see you not getting to test.
And
No,
if
you should
anybody-
have plenty of opportunity to test. That's a good amount of time. And the weather looks really nice. I mean, you guys know from past experience, we've had everything from 98 degrees to snow on the ground on Sunday morning. So this one looks super good. And I'm really looking forward to getting everybody down there. I've had a couple of people call and message me about, they're on M1, and I've been through tech before with you guys. I've ordered my 15 suit. It hasn't arrived yet. Am I still going to be able to race? Yes, you're still going to be able to race. Are you probably going to have to hear it from me a little bit in tech about needing the proper safety gear? Yeah. That's kind of why I posted that picture up the other day about people coming to tech without their safety gear.
Yeah.
Don't come to tech without your safety gear. Bring your stuff. Be ready to go. You'll buy your tech card there, so make sure that you're ready to go there in regards to that with either your pro, super pro, or your heads up category tech cards, and we'll be able to get you guys through tech pretty easily. Again, we're always looking to make sure that you're as safe as you could possibly be and go home to your families at the end of the weekend after having fun. So that's what it's always been about.
Tori was pretty on key with them this weekend on their safety stuff and all that. So
good.
You have influenced Tori good on that.
Dude,
Seth was in his chair eating like a cheeseburger while Tori was doing it, but
that's because he's got people. When you have people, you can do that.
I need more people.
Yep. No, that's so like when this whole thing started and we were teching a lot of these little gangster races, these guys, a lot of them came from no prep, and they had some PTSD after they got done with us. And then you'd see them the next time, and man, they were showing off all their new gear, new helmet or new seat belts or a diaper on the car or, some other safety item. Hey, look, man, I bought a Hans, or I got a neck collar. Oh, and I got gloves. And they always tell you, man, look, I got these for you. No, you didn't. I'm not driving your car. Those are for you. Those are for you to keep you safe and keep you whole so you can go home. But I don't know, it's almost like the level of pride they take in making sure that they comply and conform is really good. Like yes. I'm so stoked to see these guys. Like they own it. I would say 99% of them own it. And they're like, yeah, whatever we need to do to get right, we're going to do it. And we see them at the next race, man, and they're making moves towards getting everything solidified at 100%. And we even did the, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Summer Nats that went on down in Bradenton. Mm-hmm. That's an Aussie sponsored deal. And it's got car cruise, and it has a car show and burnout contest and skid pad contest and drag racing and roll racing, and it's just everything, And a lot of these folks have never been through any sort of tech process, And every car that was on the grounds that was competing in some roll racing, drag racing, or the burnout contest all came through tech. And even the car show entrants and skid row people came through registration. But they thanked us when it was all said and done. And they're like, man, it's good to know that, things are being checked at the level that you guys do. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see.
I know it's off subject from our normal race talk, but What is the tech process if a man comes up with a Hemi with a screw blower and his only goal is to do a burnout with it and doing donuts in the little pit? Is it the same as a regular drag racing tech?
No, it's not. So in there, they have a rules package, right? So they're going to need a 2015 or newer helmet, external battery on off, a minimum of a 5 suit, pants and jacket, closed-toed shoes, and we were beating them up a little bit on some gloves and things like that when they had methanol shoes, methanol, because a lot of them run methanol because it keeps them cooler during the the 2-minute time limit of the burnout contest. So they get pretty sporty out there.
Those guys are nuts. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, they are. Yep. There was so much smoke coming from the Freedom Factory, it kind of covered the top end of the drag strip as the wind was blowing in that direction. The wind was blowing east to west. And like the guys that were coming through in the top end, they were cutting through the smoke from the burnout contest, which was pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude. But literally, we told this week, like if they came through tech, like for 6:30 or the 5:30 guys especially, I looked at them and said, hey, just make sure you're correct this week, or remember next week, if you're not correct, John's definitely going to let you know. So be ready.
Yeah, that's what I tell a lot of guys. Like, there's things that don't bother me as much as like when belts are out of date, for instance. Personally, as long as they look good and stuff, I'm kind of like a 2-year plus guy, depending on certain things. And I tell them, I'm like, but hey, next week when John's here, get ready to take a tongue lashing, dude. Like, he's an NHRA. You hold the gold card, right, John?
Nope,
Silver, regardless, still high up NHRA tech, and he expects a certain level, and it's his job to do that. And you need to listen to him, so I try to prepare some of them, and I'm like, and a lot of them are like, man, I'll just get it fixed. I'm like, yeah, that's great, But
dude, the difference.
So when is
the difference between somebody that has all their stuff right, and I can blast through a car quickly, right? I don't have to stop and explain something to you or talk to you about it or whatever. Dude, your tech process is probably going to take you longer to fill out your tech card than for me to tech your car if everything is the way it's supposed to be and you have everything there. If everything's not up to date or you don't have everything with you, well, then the process winds up taking a little bit longer and, hold behind. So that's some of the things to think about too when you're standing in line and you're waiting to be checked. Man, if you have all your stuff and it's not in the bag, like a lot of people put their stuff in a bag and leave it in a bag and they don't pull it out. Man, if I don't have to pull your stuff out and you already have it laying across the back deck lid of the car, man, that's so good. So good. It makes life easy for all of us, for sure. What time you got me opening tech up there, Corey? I can't read that right now.
So I got tech is open in lane 6 Friday at 12. If you want John to tech you in on Thursday, it's going to be at least 2 gift cards, people. 2 gift cards.
Right. And it's diesel now. We don't care about steak because diesel's way more expensive than steak.
Yeah.
Fill up on the South Carolina side. I learned that this weekend.
Is it cheaper over there?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah. It's cheaper if you're staying on the Gaffney side, John. Those hotels were cheaper, but if you actually go the next exit up where all the restaurants are in Gaffney, it's way cheaper at Murphy Express.
Nice, because I just paid like $5.59 a gallon and put $100 in the truck, and it did not fill it up. Yeah.
But
yeah.
No, I think Thursday, like I said, I don't think we're not gonna have like tech set up Thursday, are we? I think we're just sign in for testing and that's it.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
Like I say, Friday at 12 o'clock, start of the test session. We'll run through tech. So if you're running anyways in your test and you're doing the testing and all that, get teched in. Just go ahead and beat the crowd. Get it done. Saturday,
Get it done early.
tech will open in lane 6 at 10 a.m. on Saturday. So it's lane 6 both days, guys, right to the far left.
Let's talk about the chip draw. You do not have to be present for the chip draw, do you?
Very simple chip draw. Very simple chip draw. All we need is when you come through tech, you sign and you fill out everything. Your name and card number goes on a chip, and you don't touch nothing. We just pull it, get it done, and ready to rock.
Man, I love that so much more than I was telling somebody at your race the other day. They were like, I thought everybody had to get back down here for chip draw. I'm like, man, the early days were like that. And I said, it was such a pain. Like, you know, they would run the whole round. Then nobody draws. At the end of that round, we get all the drivers back down at the tent, and we start letting the drivers draw. And I'm like, listen, I don't care who wins. You know, I mean, none of this matters to me. I'm here to give you a good show and make things run smooth. So we have no interest in cheating chip draws.
No.
So much better the way Corey started doing it, where we draw it in the tower. Or what I really like is when he does it at the tech tent, and he just does it and he says, hey, look, 2 minutes after that last car goes down, we're doing tech shit. If you're worried about how I'm doing it, have somebody standing there. Like, you're welcome to watch us, but we're not going to drag you all down. You've got stuff to do. We've got stuff to do. Get it done. Let's go racing.
I've already said it. If you don't like how we draw chips, I understand. It is what it is. Caleb Buff will wave to you as you're pulling out the
You boys need to start treading a little lighter, okay? Y'all's attitude.
Hey, what happened to customer service, Corey? Man, you get what you get. I see it now.
No, listen. I told y'all, like, Corey's talking this. You're talking about guys knocking the tires off in 530. You guys are really pushing your luck.
Zach, what do you got beef with right now?
I'm the only saying. I said, look, weather's going to be great. Track should be great. That's all I said. I ain't said nothing.
Didn't you get a new cushion for your tractor?
No.
You got a new seat cushion?
No.
Man, you need to talk to the people that run that place,
there you
man.
Go. There you go.
We put you in on there. Yeah, there you go.
But no, this weekend we will do WhatsApp this weekend, so we can get the pictures sent, keep it uploaded and stuff.
Yes.
We didn't do it last weekend because it's quicker. We can get it done. There's no issue with that show. But this weekend, with a heavier car count expected and everything, we will have WhatsApp going, keeping it updated with it, just like we did in King of the South, all that, guys. Yeah. Simple. Very simple.
Yep.
Like I said,
there's
nothing for us to gain, no matter how those however the chips fall. It's not like we magically can feel what name chip we're about to draw out, and we're gonna set him on. Like, it's as random as it gets, people. Hell, Zach had all the chip draws done before the next class started. As soon as the class would end, Zach's already, boom, drawing chips for that class done. All right, here we go. We just kept that thing. It keeps it moving. It keeps the show. And when you got higher car counts and stuff like that, that's a priority. Go back to your pit.
Oh, yeah.
Start working on your stuff. We'll take care of this. As soon as it's ready, boom, it's in the group. It's either in the group, uploaded on Facebook. We might send Seth around like Paul Revere. Hear ye. We've got the chips drawn. Hear ye. I mean, we'll figure something out if we got to.
I've got a megaphone.
That'll be good. That's right. I know somebody with a megaphone too. That would be pretty cool. Driving around on the golf cart, maybe just ringing a bell.
And I will say this too, with Rye Klimp in the tower on the mic, trust me, he's gonna be talking. He'll let y'all know when they're ready and they're drawn.
He's fun.
Good. Corey, post up that shirt. You got
Oh,
a picture of the shirt? I just sent it to you on Messenger, so you might be able to.
Okay, yeah. So let me see. I might have that already on my laptop.
Also sent that SB2 blue to you too. She's looking quite sporty.
While we're waiting on him to look that up, we've been really heavy in the debate. How many Lil Gangster cars do you actually expect, John?
I expect more than 48. That's my number. 48.
48.
Write that down. 48.
60.
I'm right there, man. I'm in that 50 range. I've been telling people 40 to 50.
65.
All right, so you're gonna take 50. I'll take 48. You take 50. Corey, was that 64?
I'm at 64, 65.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Heck yeah.
All right, Zach.
I was at 45 to 50 for a long time, and then I was like, well, okay, I'll bump to 55. So I'm around the 50-55 mark is kind of where I'm at. But,
All right. All right.
Boom.
Good deal. It should be good. And
looking
Jeff
good.
will have those shirts available there, but if people want them that can't make it to the event, he's also taking orders online, which we'll get some information out to you guys.
Awesome.
Seth, did you see the Malibu has a Shadyside windshield banner on it?
I've seen that.
I have not seen that yet, but I love the Malibu. I hate it's not coming, dude.
I like that.
Yeah, we raced it last weekend in Bradenton. It's just no opportunity to go down there, grab it, and bring it up.
No worries. The car is awesome though, and you guys you had it making some licks, man. I've been watching it. It's good to see that car back out.
And for our Shadyside fans out there, you will have a chance to win
A lot of folks
a
are.
T-shirt on. Just pay attention to the Shadyside page on Wednesday.
Yes. Yep. Wednesday is the day.
Yeah.
What else are we doing there? What are you gonna get if you get a T-shirt? Don't you get something else too?
You get a gate pass for the weekend, a free T-shirt, and you get to work the head of staging lanes. Actually, no. I'm going to upgrade them on that. They get to work the water box with Ron.
Man.
Nice. Seth was saying he needed more people. That's one way to get them.
There you go. Just you want a spot, bud.
Don't let them off.
I think Corey's going to do give away a subscription to his OnlyFans.
Only fan or fans? Is that plural?
One fan. That's
page.
all I got. I only got one fan. Ed, we're not doing eliminations on Friday. It's shakedowns only on Friday. We're going to start. Y'all are going off the trailer Saturday.
We never covered that, right? Are we doing time slips? So obviously they'll get their time slips for the test session, like John said, the paid test sessions. But at Friday, when 5 o'clock rolls over, are we going to give them a time slip or no?
Yeah,
Let's give them one time slip.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they get like Corey said, we might only get one round of testing in, so you'll get one time slip. And if we get another round in, no more.
Yeah. Like if you want time slips really, really bad, I suggest being a part of that.
Yep.
If you want to dial it in that hard. And then you might get one chance for a time slip on Friday. And then after that, it's draggies, race boxes, or whatever acquiring device you have in your software, because you're not getting a printed version.
Yep.
Oh.
Man.
And right now, guys, your shakedown is slated Friday. The first shakedown will be at 7:30. And are we going to do class by class, or are we just going to mix all the Pro 2, like all of our No Time 2 tests, 75, 6:30, 5:30, everybody together on that first
For
shakedown?
testing on Friday?
Yeah.
No, I would do classes. That gives us the best opportunities to prep the track accordingly.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll go ahead because I don't have it wrote down like that. I just have NT shakedowns. Then we'll do No Time 275 will be the first one we holler for. That way we hit the track the hardest, and then we'll go Lil Gangsters after it, and then 630.
Man, I'm super stoked. It's never a bad day when John Sears is at the house with us. I tell people constantly how fortunate I feel that we've been able to, be friends and become basically family with John. He's taught us a lot. The Godfather of radial racing at Shadyside Dragway to me means a lot. Looking forward to Carolina Gold. But I was talking about this last week, John, like how crazy it is with the racing promotions that we've done in the past, right? How crazy is it to you that like 530, the Lil Gangsters class just seems to overshadow anything you can come up with? Like, these guys are showing up, showing out. The money is crazy and real.
It is.
Like, to me, it just blows
the whole
away.
concept for it has been just exceptional. The no time slips thing, right? Like, we see how popular 850 is at Cecil County, right? And it was, big up in Echo, and it was big in Englishtown. Neither one of those tracks exist anymore. So if you see 850 and the quality of cars and the quality of racing and everything, it's impressive. And then, you head down south where we've got a ton of 8th mile tracks and no time racing is hot, popular. Man, the Lil Gangsters thing it's a no-brainer, especially because almost everybody can get to that ET. It's not out of reach, and it's not out of the dollar amount of getting there. You can pull up on an open trailer with a Fox body and a plate and an LS motor or a small block Ford or a small block Chevy, and you can go out there and you can run the number easily.
He literally just described Ed Pierce, but he said Fox body instead of SN95, and Ed won Friday night.
Well, that, and you take like what it would actually take to build a 530 car, and you take the looseness of an index class where it's like, we don't care what you build, small block, big block, bore this, bore that, bill it, doesn't matter. So you can chase down these deals and you can build a 530 car. And then with the technology we have today, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's as easy as it's ever been to build a 530 car. And with the entry fee payout that this class is producing, this is pound for pound, buck for buck, the best class on the market. When you can show up and race for $5,000 to $10,000 and something that you're able to put together with deals, to me, that's the best thing that's happened in a while.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. My car sat for 4 years, dude. We hadn't gotten it out, and watching everybody have so much fun racing again, and being part of this stuff, it was motivation for me, to be able to race again with my son and, do it on the big stages that we did down at Snowbirds, US Street, and World Series of Pro Mod. I'd like to forget World Series of Pro. We went out first round because just a mistake on my part as far as the tuning went. But, the whole thing is just, you're in front of these large crowds and you're at these venues and things of that nature. But they're also capable of going to Shadyside. And they're at Lights Out, and they're in Texas, and they're in Alabama, and all these different places. I mean, let's just say, how they do the cheap car challenge at some of these events and things of that nature there. Like, let's say somebody was to go on Facebook Marketplace and find like a 70 Camaro, 69 Camaro, pricing $20,000. It's got a big block in it and 1432 on the back. They put a plate on it and they put a 28 on it, change the gear in the back. And they can probably go out and run 530 with a car and have less than 25,000. Pull it up on an open trailer behind a half ton, man, you're racing. You're racing for less than 50 grand.
Right.
It could be for 50 grand. So, why wouldn't you?
No, I love it. And the 630 stuff is falling right behind it. Like I said, the amount of guys that asked me at that foot brake race what it took to get in 630, it honest to God, it scared me because they're asking for King of the South. And I didn't put a limit or do an invitation style on 630 for King of the South. And it's got me thinking like, Jesus Christ, like I went from expecting 20 to 30 cars to like, I had 20 guys that have never ran a 630 index class in their life asking me about wanting this class that I know can put 16 on a whim, you know, and
right.
So I'm like, you know, what are we getting into here?
Something
you know.
I want to add to for this weekend, and because I've seen a lot of chatter and people being sour about it too, with the whole invitational process, I'm gonna put it out there like this: the top 8 are getting guaranteed invites to this weekend. I'm turning the whole run sheet into Poland and them though, because it's not just about the top 8. All these invitations is also revolves around support. And if they don't see you at these races supporting them, they don't care. They're passing you up. So instead of sitting back and bitching and moaning and this and that, like I've seen a lot of people doing, why don't you just get out and race and support? And that's the easiest way to get your name in the hat, possibility to be drawn out to be part of this instead of mad about it. So,
dude, you don't know how many people I have flat told, like, they're like, how do I get invited to the Lil Gangstas race at King of the South? And I'm like, race, get out here and race. Nobody, it sucks that we have to limit it at King of the South. It really does. Because I feel like it could possibly shatter Little Gangster records and hold that. But the fact of the matter is, you know, we are Shadyside. We're a small track. We're growing every time you turn around, and that can get a little deceiving. But the fact of the matter is, man, like even with the work I'm doing this year, I'm going to top out at 220, 225 race cars I could realistically fit. You know, without parking you in precarious places. But now John's race here, you know, there's no cap on it. So get out there. You're not going home. Get out there, race, and be part of it. And maybe if Lil Gangstas keeps going the way it's going and 630 goes the way it goes, I don't know. Maybe we drop down to only having 3 or 4 classes at King of the South and we open the floodgates. But I'm with you, Corey. I think, you know.
Oh. And also with that said, please don't park like a dummy this weekend. If you're parked long ways, we will come around and tell you reload your stuff back up, park correctly. We're expecting a lot of cars.
Some angle, please. Don't make us stop testing or stop what we're doing to come up there and show you how to park because you don't know how to use the steering wheel.
You get one warning, and then we're calling in Bryson from Cherokee.
I'm texting. No, but man, I'm so stoked. Like Carolina Nitrous Nats previously, now Carolina Gold has always been a fan favorite. Kayla has mentioned before, like how people will leave and stop on their way out and be like, you know, this is just one of our favorite races. This is one of our favorite races we come to at y'all's track. And I think it's the atmosphere, obviously, that John brings in because people come to support John. And we've met some awesome people through John. You know, Tori Brown moved from Boston down here because of John. And they are.
Well, it was because of the hospitality he was shown while in my event by you guys. You know, that had a lot to do with it.
And I know there were some people this past weekend, they were telling me, I know one of the guys that camped this weekend said, "Hey, I'm coming back next weekend." He said, 5,000. That's going to be a hell of a race. I'm going to come back and camp for that race too and come watch." I said, "Yeah, come on in, dude. Have a good time."
Dude,
I think it's gonna be good. I think this race is gonna be really good.
Mm.
We've had a lot
I
of
hope
interest.
I'm wrong. I hope we have 100 little gangsters, and you guys force us to make more parking. That's what I hope. I hope you make us like.
Hey, get the bulldozer ready.
Do what?
Get the bulldozer ready.
Dude, it's down there right now, Paul.
Wait. You don't want these two on a bulldozer. We have to call in help if the bulldozer's got to get started.
I can make a hell of a my track, okay? I can make a loop section. That's about all I can do. It's awful.
You know, Wesley Robinson has nailed that comment right there.
Yeah.
Yes. He's going to park like an ass, like he owns the place. Although Wesley Robinson has been known to park in lane 6.
That is the Wesley Robinson lane.
But he does bring Popeye's chicken or
Bojangles.
what is it? Churches. What does he usually bring?
Bojangles.
Bojangles. Yeah, I knew on Friday and for Salvato. So that gets him a pass on the parking faux pas.
Well, I mean, he's also the grand marshal of the race this weekend too. He don't know it yet, but he is.
He absolutely is.
Wesley ain't gonna show now. He's got to bring food. He's got responsibility to be the grand marshal. He's just gonna watch it on the feed now.
Right? Nah, he can't miss this one. He hasn't missed one forever.
No.
I was trying to think back of when we started after. You know, we were doing a couple races in Mooresville, and then you guys threw your name in the hat. And
our first one, I can remember.
We'll look at that. That's in the past. But I can't remember what the first year was.
It was in July, and we had to water the track. That's what I remember.
Is that when you guys got the pump out from the creek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was the second year.
No, that was the first year.
The first year was 100 in hell. The second year, we had the Arctic blast and it snowed that night.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think you're right, Zach. You were like, fuck the heat, man. You know,
you guys are like, hey, let's think about some new dates. This July thing is not working for us. Let's do it in March. I'm like, okay.
I mean, it's not.
Hey, by the way, it's gonna snow tomorrow. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, dude, the DA was setting at like negative 2,800 or some shit.
It was.
I remember who won that race too. That was the No Clock Small Block days because they were part of that program, and that's when Assassinator it came back out and they won with it.
Yes,
I
they
do
did.
miss John cooking for us all those races, though.
I need people,
I know.
so I can sit at the grill all day.
That was crazy.
Paging Tory Brown.
Dude, John cooked so much. And it was like, I've never ate so much during a race in my life. It was like constantly coming to the tower. It's like, here you go, boys. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. Usually I eat one time a day at a race and then late at night. And it's like, nope.
Right. If you're lucky.
Yeah. What was it you made? You made crawfish etouffee.
Crawfish etouffee. We made pork chops as big as your face.
Yeah.
We made tacos, chicken. Yep. There's not. Tori brought lobsters that one time.
Remember Tori brought lobster that year?
Oh.
And then we played trash can Jenga at the end of the night.
That's right.
We don't speak of that time I made it snow in April in Farmington.
Yeah.
Like that.
Man.
That's like he mentions that, and that's the funny thing is because that's the first year I met John because he looked at me and says, "Why is this kid that drag races a Neon wanting me to come help him with a radio program?" And then 1 month later, Seth and Zach said, "Hey, why don't you come up and do something with us at Shadyside?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Wait a minute, where?
Yeah. Sure enough. No, I knew of Shadyside. I had just never been there, and I'm like, I know, from Outlaw 10-5 days, and I think I came up and teched an Outlaw 10-5 deal for you guys.
315 race, the 315
before we
race
had
where
our event.
Jamie broke the
Was it
record.
315 or Outlaw
That's when
10-5?
It was
It
the
was-
315 one.
It was the 315 versus 10-5 race.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had
Yeah.
True
That's right. I thought so.
That whole year.
Yeah, we've had some awesome classes come through all these events and races that we've had there at Shadyside. Like, there's been some just amazing classes that we've had. I don't think we've ever brought X or Ultra.
No. I wanted X so bad, and John was always like, John, it's his class, right? Like he could have easily let me spring for it. And he was like, and they're just not going to come out to this area. Like, we've tried and tried and tried. Like, we're better off doing other stuff. And Nitrous Street was a good one, and Nitrous X was fun. It was like
No clock, small blocks,
Yep.
been good.
Yeah.
All
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean, shit, dude. We did cast manifold stuff.
mhm.
stock
Golly,
valving
man,
stuff.
I love stock valve angle stuff. We did no clock small block with JB.
Now
We've had some really awesome opportunities.
the very first one we did in that July race, I remember we had RVW because Bumblebee and Jamie Hancock grudge raced in like the hottest portion of the day
Yep.
in that shakedown, and I had to hold the money. I remember that. And then I'm like,
boys.
we're dying out. It's 100 degrees. We're about to grudge race RVW cars. What are we thinking?
I know we're getting on up in time, but like to end the night, I guess, picking John's brain here, what are the things you're seeing in drag racing right now? And where do you think the sport is headed? Because I've been a pretty big advocate for bringing slick tire stuff back, which I think is obviously paying off, especially for us. King of the South is huge. It's the biggest race Shayside's ever hosted. But then you see True 10-5 at Winter Nationals, and you start seeing some of these things pop up where it's not necessarily a no prep race, but people are like, okay, we do need to move back into this market a little bit. Like, what are you seeing in the world of drag racing?
Well, first and foremost, Pro Mod has just kind of taken over.
Yes.
NHRA's, finally allowing it to be on the big stage. IHRA had a real good turnout at Galat with their event. ERA getting ready to do an event. And then, we do the 3-race series, the winter series with Drag Illustrated in Brereton. And I mean, if you want, it's actually there's a 4th race leading into it that uses the same rule set, Orlando, the World Street Nationals, and that's a good litmus test to see what the rules package looks like, and if it works, that particular class has really just kind of stood on its own now for the last couple of years, and I don't see it way because I'm watching people that were big time radio guys move into Pro Mod and be successful and be fast and have good programs. So right now that's like the pinnacle of what we've got going on. The Lil Gangstas, man, 530, holy shit, right? Like that's right there. That's the everyman class.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking about, all right, what's going to be next? What's going to be the new hot thing? Mike Hilt's got a great thing with his Freight 4 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They just had a really good race event. I'd love seeing what they've got going on over there. I always mess with those guys. I'm like, man, you need to put them on slicks and see what they do, that kind of stuff. But what transpired at King of the South last year, man, that's lightning in a bottle, and I'm glad you guys are going to be able to get a hold of it again for this year. I really think it's something that gonna continue to take hold, and there's a lot of unique cars and racers that are part of that series that aren't part of anything else, or they were part of other things and they know they were on the fringe and everything else like that. So I think it's going to be a really good deal for you guys. But I think what you've done is the right thing by doing it once a year and by your format that you use, and not trying to ride it into the ground. Sometimes happens to some classes that become popular, right?
Right.
Like they oversaturate the market, and I think you guys are doing the right thing with what you're doing. 630 streetcar, man.
Yeah.
Guys, I think you're on something there. You know, you're not stressing about, oh, they got to have carpet, or it's got to be stock suspension, or it's got to be, you know, it's a clean street appearing car. It can't be a bracket car that somebody threw 28s on. Who cares? Who cares if it's got a 10 dash and it's a back half car from 1980 with ladder bars?
Right.
The wheel tubs are too big, but he put 28s on it and he's coming out. You still got to cut a light. You still got to run the number.
Yep.
So I think those kind of classes, they're going to appeal to people. We've already seen some folks jump on the 480 and 490 bandwagon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, who's to say? Me, I'm all about, you know, creating a class for that 9-inch tire that Hoosier has. Call it 9-inch nightmares, which is something that Jay Crawford had up north here for a while. 9-inch nightmares is a deal, you know, but make it, give it an ET, you know, split the difference between 530 and 630. Is it 580, 570, something like that? Those cars are still fast, but put them on a 9-inch tire and call it a day.
Yeah, I
Something
feel like
to think about.
racing is in a great place right now, especially with more understanding in the index world and understanding that, like, okay, it's still a heads up race. And I think taking the time slips away was an important move in that, because it puts
100%.
even the best bracket racer on their toes. So now, just like the guy that won this weekend, it's his first time. Josh Turner's out making rounds, winning races, and it's his first time in competition. He's been testing like crazy. He's having a blast, but he's like, no, I need to get out there and do something. I think it's in a great place right now. And so I was just kind of curious to pick your brain on that and see where you thought it was heading. I think you, of all people, know that when you introduce really good rules, and that's, you know, that can be up for debate depending on who views them, but you have produced very good rules over your time that have been proven over and over. And I say, you know, that's up for debate because people piss and moan regardless. But when you do make good rules and you have to do this stuff, it's like people don't respect them and they misunderstand them. And sometimes ruling these classes to death seems to hurt them more than it helps. Shadyside Outlaws is a great,
I agree.
You know, I put rules on it trying to help these guys out, and it wasn't received well, you know. And so that's why Shadyside Outlaws is opening back up.
Right. No, it makes good sense. You know, we looked at, you know, the limited street deal in 235, and I'm like, shit, let's just make the damn, you know, thing on a 235 tire or 255 tire, what have you, and make it 480 index and call it a day.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what suspension you have. Street appearing 480 on a 235 tire. Let it go.
Yeah.
Done. You know, no bracket race snades or anything. You know, it's neither here nor there now. You know, we'll see how it goes. But I think the index stuff is very good, especially without the time slip availability. I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Giving it a catchy name like Lil Gangstas, off the trailer. We got to figure out something for that off the trailer thing, because I've been kind of harping on this. Is you got into racing to let go of the button, period. You didn't get into racing for what you found out was competition later. You started out, you wanted to get in your car and you wanted to let go of the button and go, you wanted to press the pedal to the floor, let go of the button. And so I do worry about the longevity of off the trailer racing for these guys. You know, like some guy shows up, he's out, goes out first round, and now he's done for the day. I worry about that. Like if you race, you want to be there in your car, you know.
Well, that's why I like giving them the availability to test on Thursday and Friday, and then give them that shakedown, possibly 2 on Friday night. I think that's important right there. It gives those guys the opportunity, and then they're going to be in front of the crowds, you know, Friday night and Saturday, right? So they can bring their family out, their friends out, you know, and they can race in front of some people and have some fun. And then, you know, if you do get put out first or second round, you actually can go grab a cold beer and a bologna burger from the concession stand. It's priced right, not overpriced. You know, have your beverage and lean on the fence and bullshit with your buddies and still make a good night of it.
I'll adjust that menu board when I get there, guys. We'll add a couple extra zeros. We're going TX2K prices. Just...
We'll have 2 prices. We'll have, did you oil the track down? Here's your price. If you didn't, here's your price.
Right.
If you put the racetrack up, you got to pay more.
Did you bitch about the prep?
Right.
That's
plus $3.
You're pitting in Bowling Springs. Just go ahead and move your trailer. We'll send a pigeon with a note on it when your class is up. But I think we're ready for the weekend, y'all. I think it's going to be a good one.
Well,
yes, sir.
Yeah, we're not ready. I got a lot of work to do yet. I gotta start scraping the track tomorrow, and got to pick up some glue this week and all that good stuff, and get it mixed up and everything.
Well, I'm sorry. You're not ready. All I gotta do is I gotta put some cameras and battery boxes out. Yeah, kick back in a chair, turn the air conditioning on.
Yeah, you charge batteries for a living, okay?
Hey, I will say this. I'm still. I think I got a little bit of dirt in my eyes, so they got me hooked on dirt racing now, John.
What day are you coming in, John?
I saw that. I'll be there Wednesday.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep, drop the trailer and grab some food with Jeffrey and be ready to go on sleep in a little bit on Thursday and then get there Thursday, be ready for testing.
Nice.
You know, do a little bit of testing. Maybe we'll see. Make sure these guys are at least safe going down the track. Yeah. I always love running head of staging anyway because I always give them the thumbs up and I'm like, hey man, good luck. And then they put their hands up and then gloves on. And then I'm like, where are your gloves? Where are your gloves?
It's a trick. It's a trick. He got you.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
That's terrible. That's some state shit right there, John. That's awful.
Oh, let me get on. Let me get on ChatGPT tonight.
Right. Good stuff. All right, fellas.
All right.
We will see you on Wednesday. Racers, we'll see you. And good luck and safe travels to everybody.
See you, brother. We'll see you soon.
See you, bud.
Yes. Good night.
See you.
But yeah, I'll pull up everything just one more time. We'll go before we click off because we're about at that hour and a half mark. So,
well, hold on a second because I just seen this and I wanted to make sure the Jimmy Dale and Poland coming. They are bought in with Streetcar Takeover, and they've got a race in Atlanta. As far as I know, that would be tough for them to make, but I heard John say if they can swing it. So I'm assuming they've talked to him and they're like, look, man, maybe we can make it up, but I would find it hard to believe they can. You know, just personal. I didn't see your question until after John got off, but just my opinion there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree, Corey? I mean, with those guys being involved in Streetcar Takeover.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't know, but they're really like they're into it pretty good. So
yeah. So I know they'll be working and I can't speak for them. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can't speak for them. I don't know. So, but dude, come on down. I mean, Zach's pretty cool.
No, and no matter what, at the end of the day, this is a qualifying race. I mean, like I just said, that support goes a long way, even if you're not in that top 8. Trust me. So, but like I said, we'll go over everything just one more time, guys, for y'all. Classes for the weekend, 275/28, and just so everybody knows, this is radial prep. It's sticky. It's that stuff you walk across and your ankles start shattering and breaking on. Because I saw somebody almost lose a shoe this past weekend. So, yeah. even on no prep days. I mean, it's not you get what you get nationals this weekend. We're putting duct tape across Seth's mouth the whole weekend. Y'all ain't got to worry about that.
The only thing we got to worry about this weekend is the pollen, and I should be able to drag, and keep it moderated at times, So, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad Saturday as it was Friday. Like you kept up with pretty good. I know a lot of people probably seen the tractor. I was like, "Ain't this a no prep?" Yes, it's still a no prep, guys. That was just knocking the pollen off. It's a safety thing. So, but no time 275/28, 3,500 to win, $300 entry. The entries normally go back into the payback, guys. 5,000 on top of Lil Gangstas, $300 entry. All goes to the pot. Street Racer 630, 500 on top, 100 entry back towards the pot. Super Pro coming out on Friday and Saturday. Pro on Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday is chasing the championship bracket series. So all the bracket classes will be there Sunday. So testing, if you want a spot in testing, we got spots open. You can drive on in, pay your money. Thursday 12 to 5, Friday 12 to 5. Normal test and tune Thursday from 6 to 10. And then Friday we kick off with the race. So yeah, I think that's about it.
Heck yeah, dude.
So I'll be there Thursday by 12. Have lunch ready, Seth. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, bud. Sure. I'm hungry.
So
why don't you bring something in for us, Corey?
I'll stop and get you a biscuit.
You know that's a lie.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Sunday morning, I stopped and they were pretty quick service at Waffle House, so Waffle House might take over biscuits from now on. So,
yeah,
Waffle House is fast, dude.
What if a Waffle House in Bowling Springs would go hard, huh?
Oh, 100%.
Probably so.
100%. But there's one right beside my hotel, so I ain't complaining.
There you go.
It's convenient for me, as Zach would say. But, all right, guys. That's a wrap for the evening. We will see y'all back next Monday. Because next Monday we'll give you a wrap up of the weekend, and we'll be having our first Shadyside Outlaw shootout next weekend. So, list racing.
Yep.
So,
next Thursday, yes.
Yep. So we'll talk about that. Plus, we got some King of the South information, all that. And, yeah. So, next Monday, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central Time. Some other time if you're far, far away. So, y'all have a good one.
Bye. I love y'all.